Now that, with what happened over the weekend, y'all have a chance to clinch an outright title with 2 wins this week. If y'all are able to do that, what would that say about the program to be able to do that twice in the last 3 years?
Yeah, well, I think the dangerous thing, and I'm trying to get these guys to understand that, truthfully, what happens Sunday does not change Thursday in any way, shape, or form. If you really think about it, we were, as of Saturday night, we were feeling like, Thursday's pretty incredibly important, right? We need to win that game. We've got to keep pace. And the truth is, nothing has changed at all from that game. And that's as far as I want them to really feel. And we can, talk about when it all shakes out, what something meant or didn't mean or whatever. But I don't even want them to be thinking long term in any way. It's a little bit like if you play golf, which I used to play golf. I don't really play golf anymore, but you got a great round going and you go into the 16th hole and you're already like, God, if I could just par, bogey, this is gonna be a great round. And you start thinking that way, and then all of a sudden you're in the woods and then you're in the trap and you're in the water, and it's like, my God, I got an 8. So I just want to play the hole that we're on.
What have you seen in Ben Moore's growth from the time he came here to now?
Incredible, just incredible. He was an amazing person and had amazing potential. But, gosh, and I hate to hope this doesn't upset him, but he's just kind of a puppy, He's skinny and young and energetic and all that, but he's gone from being somebody who was very valuable even as a freshman to a guy that if you really study him, it's incredible how many different ways he figures out to help you win or even help a possession in the middle of a possession. The subtle things he's doing is crazy, and of course sometimes he really has big games that are easily more recognized because of numbers. But even he doesn't care. When he's not putting up numbers, he's just putting up winning plays.
What have Ben and Sterling meant to the program, being here from when you guys started ascending to now?
Yeah, they're the pioneers. If you think about it, they signed up when we're telling them that it's what we think we're going to do, what we plan on doing, but there's no proof. There hadn't been really a lot of success, so they took a huge leap of faith. And I think the bigger part of it, even than that, everybody takes a leap of faith when they go to college. I don't care where you go. But the bigger part of that is I know in my lifetime of many, many, many years in college basketball, I've not seen anybody, a couple guys have to go through more extraordinary adversity thrown at them in a short period of time than they have. And all they did was just, wiped it off their back and just said, well, next play, let's just play through it. Never griped, never bitched, never left, never quit. Pretty incredible. And then, what? The end result is they're the 2 winningest players, I think, in the program's history. And, how cool is that? Who deserves it more than guys that had that attitude through some really, really tough times?
How much did you kind of see that last year as y'all were in the midst of everything, knowing, there was no NCAA tournament for y'all, no matter how y'all did? How important were they in kind of keeping things stable and making sure that momentum didn't stop?
They were incredible. They were juniors. We had the 3 seniors who, you kind of they had it the worst because they knew their last chance at an NCAA tournament was done. They knew that in September. Can you imagine? Already how many games you're going to play this year. When this the day, the minute the season's going to end, basically. So we're just playing for just the sake of competition. It was pretty pure, but still, you're a junior. Well, gosh, we're out of here. We're out this year, so now we have to do it next year, and we know we're losing an All-American point guard and 2 great inside players, and now we're going to have to figure this out with 4 returning players total. I don't know. I just think it speaks to amazing character and amazing competitive drive, and I'm just so proud and thankful for them.
Could they have, if they had transferred out at the beginning of last year, would they have been eligible at a new institution?
They'd have to sit out a year.
They said have to set
Yeah.
a full year.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that ever a discussion with those two guys? or-
No, I mean, they never, if they were thinking it, they sure never showed it.
Right.
You could ask them, I don't know, we certainly don't want to run up to them and go, hey, what are you thinking, but I doubt it. Knowing them, I doubt it, but they're also human. It's like, geez, this is a pretty good blow right here. But at the same time, it happened at a time, this was really tough. It happened in September. They get the news in September. They're already in class, their school. So they're going to have to sit out this year. They're not going this year anyway if they transfer, so, but it would have bought them an extra year. But I don't know, a lot of loyalty there, a lot of just really amazing intangibles, let alone their talent, which has been great as well.
Shake scored a lot in the first half, and I think only had 2 points in the second half. What did he do to help you win in that second half?
He played really good defense, really the whole game. I mean, he was pretty cut in. He took the challenge as he always does. He just played an outstanding floor game. Real bright player, high IQ player, and you're playing on the road in a pretty tough environment with a team that's been playing great. I think they'd only lost once at home in the league, and that was to Houston in the first game when Adams was out the whole game. So they might have been, I'm not saying, but it might have been, they were undefeated. Pretty tough situation, and Shake found many ways to help us, including throwing in about 25 threes in the first half.
What was key in keeping that lead when Shemi and Sterling were in foul trouble in the first half?
And Ben, we had all three with 2 fouls, which we have not seen that in quite some time. Can't remember the last time we had 3 guys the first half with 2 fouls. And I thought Leo and Deshaun did awfully well, kind of held the fort. Obviously, you're gonna substitute based on the time and the score, and could we hold them off? Could we hold that lead? And those guys did a great job. I really wanted to get Jonathan in there as well, but I didn't want to go so small. So, I got Leo in there. I felt bad. Jonathan's been playing great. He really has in practice. Tremendous. I mean, you just can't believe his effort and energy, but I didn't want to get that small because they're pretty good size inside, but everybody rallied and showed an awful lot of poise when we could have just completely given the lead back.
What's the emotion going to be like on Saturday, and how are you guys planning on dealing with it?
I don't know. I'm sure there's there's always a lot of sadness on senior night. There's a lot of emotion. Emotions run pretty high. Even the guys that aren't seniors, they'll feel all of that. And it can be an incredible day or night, but it also, there are some dangers because emotions run so high. You see it all the time across the country, but I can promise you we will all, every single one of us that's in our group, will be as focused and determined to try to send all 3 seniors off on a great note. Thank you guys.
Appreciate it.